There are startling new allegations this morning involving Canada from India's top anti-money laundering agency. Officials there are linking dozens of Canadian colleges to alleged human smuggling of Indians into the United States. The Indian probe was launched after a tragedy along the Manitoba-U.S. border in 2022 when a family of 4 were found frozen to death while attempting to cross into the United States. Those allegations come as those tariff threats from Donald Trump have shone a spotlight on Canada's border, and diplomatic tensions between India and Canada remain high. Journalist Ishan Garg has more on this story from New Delhi.
Enforcement Directorate says that it has uncovered a massive criminal network that spans across continents. It consists, they say, of thousands of agents, some 262 Canadian colleges, and it all links back to 2 Indian entities. Now, the allegations are that these 2 Indian entities have drawn up contracts with these Canadian colleges, and their modus operandi has been to get Indians across to Canada on student visas. Now, these students would never attend the colleges they were supposed to and would then illegally cross over into the U.S. Now, the agency here says that so many tens of thousands of people have used this route to illegally cross into the U.S., and most of these people pay about $60,000 to $70,000 to make this journey. They say that their probe is continuing. They haven't named the Canadian colleges who might be allegedly involved in this criminal network, but they say that their investigation is ongoing, and they are also looking into the Canadian colleges specifically.
Now, Ishan, this investigation began after that tragedy in 2022 that many people in our audience will remember well. But as we've been reporting, human trafficking through Canada into the U.S. has been an issue for quite some time now. Tell us more about that part of the story.
Well, certainly a massive issue. I've got some data from the U.S. Border Force. They say that in 2022, some 100,000 people crossed into the U.S. from the northern borders of the U.S., which borders Canada. And back then, the number of Indians illegally crossing over into the U.S. was about 16%. But by 2024, the number of illegal migrants has risen up to close to 200,000. And now Indians make up 22% of all those people who've come, who've tried to enter U.S. illegally. And now these are numbers of people who've been apprehended at the borders. We don't have an understanding of how many people actually managed to cross into the U.S. illegally. However, private estimates suggest that 725,000 Indians might have crossed over into the U.S. since 2000 till 2022 rather, which gives you a picture of how big the problem is. Many experts here say that the socio-economic conditions in India and lax visa norms between India and Canada might be to blame here, because Indians find it way easier to go to Canada, while the visa processing times for Indian to go to US could go up to could take several years. And because of these combination of factors, this illegal migration that we are seeing from India to Canada and then finally into the US, this seems to be growing at the moment.
Journalist Ishan Garg in New Delhi.